Hi, this is Jennifer, better known as Lady Netta, and I am doing part two of the crochet tag. And the reason was because part one I had lost the questions, and I know it's been a couple of days, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the questions. I think I stopped on question 10, so I'll go on from there. What was the highest amount you paid for one skein of yarn? $45. It was an art yarn that had beads in it and was 100% silk. It was gorgeous. And I made a lace shawl out of it, and or a lace scarf rather, and it was really beautiful. I gave it away. How many times have you've done a project before you got it right? Um, I usually just go with the mistakes. I have to admit that. But lately, I have been trying to do it until I get it absolutely right, and I usually only have to do that once. Do you know how to read patterns? I do. Like I said, I taught myself to crochet as well as knit by reading patterns. I would see something that I like and then go through the pattern. And if there was something I didn't understand, I would go to YouTube, and someone usually explains it for me, and I'm able to figure it out. Um, how do you feel when you're in a yarn store? I love going to a yarn store. Now that I live in Tulsa, my local yarn shop is Loops, and they have two locations. And I love going there. People are doing projects, and they're friendly, and they know you, and they have all this beautiful yarn. Um, but I can't go there as much as I want to because every time I go, I'll spend money. Um, do you feel you have a lot of yarn, but still like to feel like it's not enough? I do have a lot of yarn. I have three huge totes in the bedroom, another tote in the storage room, another tote in the spare bedroom, and I have another tote or bags of yarn in the car. And then I also have a basket of my expensive yarn that I get at the yarn shops that I keep separate. But no, I don't feel like it's enough. And matter of fact, today I bought a skein of yarn because I needed it for a project for someone. But I never feel like it's enough. Okay. Um, do you feel like you're a yarnaholic? My name is Jennifer, better known as Lady Netta, and yes, I am a yarnaholic. Have you ever freestyle crochet? Yes, I do. I wish I did a lot more. I used to when I first started to crochet freestyle a lot, and went for my church. We were trying to raise money for a mission trip, and I was making children's hats, and all of them were freestyle. So I do freestyle crochet, but I need to do that a little more often. Express how you feel when you are counting in crochet and someone interrupts you. I hate being interrupted when I count, so I try and do this angry counting face when I count like 1, 2, 3, and I'll start counting real loud, so maybe they'll get the point that I'm counting. Do you dream about crochet? I do sometimes, and I know I think about projects that I need to get done a lot. So much so that when I fast, I can't um, do any DIY projects because it's so distracting in my thought process. And when I'm supposed to be focused on God, I'm focused on yarn and needles. Do you drive and crochet? No, I don't. I don't even know how you would do that. I guess unless you're stuck in traffic. But I do ride and crochet a lot. Do you crochet at work? When I used to, before I was a stay-at-home mom, I was teaching, and I would crochet a little bit during like breaks and planning time. Um, but now I teach children at my church to crochet, and so I do at work now. That is my work. Um, do you dislike it when you have a simple pattern, but it's hard to follow due to the way it's written? I've only had really a couple of patterns like that. One in particular, and I'll show you. Hold on. It's from amazing crochet lace, and it's this pattern here, this cardigan where the diamonds are inside boxes. And I don't know if it was the way it was written or the way I was reading it, and I did do it in the beginning of my when I just started to crochet. I should do it again. I probably could get it now, but anyway, that was the only pattern I could say that it was hard for me to follow. um, how many UFOs do you have? Oh, so many. Probably off the top of my head, I would say 10 UFOs. Do you travel with your hook and yarn? All the time. All the time I have a project, because you never know when you need to get something done. And so that's the end of the questions. So, and this is the end of part 2. And I hope you enjoyed watching, because I did have a lot of fun making this video. And I hope to do more in the future. So thank you. And you have a good day.